Breaking Down the Media presents a discussion of one of the most controversial topics in New York, Occupy Wall Street. The discussion is based on the media information provided by news stations. The conference in this special expresses opinions about the media and tries to realize if the news is truthful about Occupy Wall Street or if it's for entertainment.
Basically their hatred of the United States and capitalism and so on. So they have been working together for a long time. It is not the first time that the far left in the United States has linked arms with international terrorist organizations.
So I'm trying. So therein lies the link. I mean, a lot of people are saying, "I don't get it. Where is the common thread here?" You see the anti-Semitism.
I reported several weeks ago that New York Communities for Change, which is the new Acorn front group in New York State for Acorn, and operates out of Acorn's old offices in Brooklyn, that they had been deeply involved in the Occupy Wall Street protests. And also, as I said on this show previously, the Acorn front group Working Families Party has been organizing.
Right, as with the Geraldo segment tonight, the G-Man has been spending some time downtown with the protesters, and it's not easy.
Before I say goodnight, I want to end with a couple of statements here about what's happening in Zuccotti Park. The crowd is easy to mock. They are disorganized, they look funny. Some, like the person putting the paper in front of the lens, are aggressive. But they have a real legitimate complaint deep down, and it is a message that I think will resonate eventually as people listen up. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
All right, here now, Mr. Rivera. Now, you're trying to be sympathetic to them, and they're going Fox News lies. I mean, you're trying to give them a break, and they're still being disrespectful.
Well, I didn't take it personally. They are fueled with their own ideology. They hate Fox News, and I work for Fox News proudly. So, Mr. Rivera, you heard what Glenn Beck said.
What do these people think? They
I
can
don't
just
know.
keep spawning and go wherever they want and take over? I mean, how far are they going to go if their numbers continue to increase? At some point, you got to say enough is enough, which, by the way, the city has said all along. It's this little area you're in, and that's it. And they got to stay true to that now. I mean, there can be no expansion of these guys because you're going to have a real problem on your hands. They're getting more and more irritable, more and more agitating, and it's getting to be more and more of a problem. And at some point, you got to say enough. The mayor said that that time was coming, and that time is now, and good for the mayor.
They talked about that Acorn group, whatever it is, the Acorn, and how some protesters are paid to actually protest. That's interesting. I never heard nothing like that. I swear to God, I never heard nothing like that. I mean, is that some kind of like some society, some secret society maybe? I have a friend that talks about that 24/7, so I mean, that's really interesting. I never heard of that.
The conversations between the news reporter and the woman, like, he was really like against her, and what Geraldo said about at the end that they were there for no purpose, like, I did not understand that. Like, why would they still be there after weeks and they took their generators away? If they took their generators away and they're still there, obviously they're there for a purpose.
I think the involvement of like technology and the internet and the computers definitely like was, it definitely assisted people in getting the message out there. Facebook, Twitter. Like, I think a lot of people are able to get out there because of these new outlets that we have. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, you just call people by phone, or you call people outside your window if you didn't have a phone. So basically, I think that now people could just talk from all over the world. So I think that's a great outlet, and like that gives people an opportunity to network and do outreach with each other. But I think that's probably the reason.
I feel like they made a joke out of everything there. Like, they don't take them serious because they actually down there fighting for what's right and what they believe they should have as U.S. citizens, and like they make a joke out of it, and they make it seem like it's just for the entertainment of the people who watch the news channel and stuff, and it's really not. They're supposed to inform them, not to entertain. That's what they do. But I don't know. I just feel like everything, the way they handled everything on Fox is just wrong. It was the worst way possible to handle it.
I feel like they all just do it for, like I said, for show, like for fun. Like they always, like I noticed on Fox they had what did they have on? They had people dancing. Why? Did anybody notice that with the drums?
Oh, yeah.
Like while Gerardo and I think it was Bill O'Reilly talking. Yeah, they were laughing. It's like they're trying to make it seem like that's what they're doing over there. Like they showed B-roll specifically, like those people are just doing nothing. Like Gerardo's comment about, I don't take these people seriously because they're just like old, like 30-year-old guys living in their mom's basement. So like they're trying to have like a general idea of like that people that occupy Wall Street are a bunch of mama's boys and, you know, guys that just that have nothing to do with their lives, a bunch of couch potatoes, and I don't agree with that because I've been over there and I've noticed that there's a lot of educated people there, the people that went to college, you know, I mean, I think with every movement you're gonna get a diverse group of people. You're gonna get poor people, you're gonna get rich people, and you're gonna get people that are in between. But I think that actually helps the movement because people come from different settings and they come from different, you know, backgrounds, so they have different ideas, and those people could put those ideas together. So I think that's actually good that, you know, there are probably trust fund babies down there. I mean, you want me to lie? There probably is. And there's poor people down there, and there's people that are in between. And then there's people that have no jobs, and there's people that are homeless. I think with every movie, you're going to get a diverse group of people, regardless, or across the board. So with me, the way I feel about it is that I don't think that affects the movement because you might have somebody that has nothing or somebody that has a whole lot of something. I think everybody has something to say. So I think everybody should be heard.
But if they actually like go there, like how you said, like it's totally different. They're just not dancing. You go to one of the parks in the park, and there's a library, and thousands of books are being donated every day for them. And there's a pantry, and there's first aid, and there's all that. They're not looking at what they're doing to sustain themselves. That way they can stay there. And even though they did take away their generators and the police is still there and they are so opposed to it, they're still there. Which I think is incredible because they're trying to make a change. They're like, we don't care if you take my generator away. I have blankets anyway. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
And before we were gonna have that snow, I was thinking, are they gonna leave because it's gonna snow? They stayed. Even though it snowed like a little bit, they still stayed. Some of them could have went home and was like, I'll come back in a few days. They all stayed there in their tents. Like, there's so many tents there. And it's so weird how like you go in there and people from the street like go and see it and then they get something to eat because they're just giving out food. It's like they people to me there are not really rude. They're like really humble about what they want to do there.
I think I feel the same way about how they're feeling right now.